Hello, I have recently been reading about different individuals and how they interacted with Jesus. I think it's interesting. For example, Simon the Pharisee, when he interacts with Jesus, he thinks in his heart, like, if you knew what manner of woman that was, you wouldn't be letting her mess with your feet. So, Simon the Pharisee was obviously not looking for Jesus. Simon the Pharisee was self-righteous. He wasn't like, Jesus, I love you. I'm so glad you're here at my home. It was more like, I'm going to see like what kind of dude this is. Some people think he might have invited him there so he could try to trap him in his sayings like the Pharisees usually did. Well, that's one example of someone's position. Another example was Nicodemus, and Nicodemus, he came to Jesus by night, probably because he's a Pharisee, but I have to do some more studying myself as well, but, he was an important person, and, if you're an important person, you have more money usually, and, your reputation is at stake, and that's kind of why I was talking about these things, is just to see these different people and how it really applies to my life because I see how people come to Jesus and they're actually looking to become like someone important, like someone who gets to be in charge of a church or gets to be the person who sits with the preacher, or, and the Bible talks about it, if someone comes in with nice clothes and or nice apparel and a nice ring, and you give them don't give them the front of the best seat in the house. And there's other examples of this, like Zacchaeus, when he came, Zacchaeus actually loved Jesus. You can see that from his interactions. But it's sad that, these intelligent hypocrites who rule over people, which is completely contrary to what the Bible teaches, are like taking advantage of the afflicted and the oppressed and just kind of milking the poor of their money. And, you can see in a lot of churches that there's like it's like social status, and the people who came to Jesus came to him and like humbled themselves before him. And I like Zacchaeus. I think that's a great example because he was like the chief of the tax people. And, just to see someone humble themselves like that, who had such a great position and all the power, And, Jesus said that we're not going to have positions like that when the woman said, like, take my two sons, and allow them to sit on your left and right hand in your kingdom. And Jesus said, it's not going to be this way. You're not going to be patterned after the Gentiles in your leadership. So I look to Christians and I look to see like which ones actually love God. And it's just sad to see people are so tied to the money system. And just like it says in Timothy, 1 Timothy chapter 6, about the love of money is the root of all evil. And while some coveted after, they pierce themselves through with many sorrows. And it's like, how many sorrows are you going to have to get pierced through with before you can begin to see, that whenever we're Christians, we're brothers, like, blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in love. But it's just not all about position, guys. We're Christians and we love one another and we're on an equal plane and we lead one another and are subject to one another. All right, y'all have a great day.